All right, this is a quick look at something new for ProPresenter. So I now have stuff set up to where that screen that you're seeing out there is going to be able to show different things than the screen that's at the back of the room. You know, we have the two screens in the front and then one screen in the rear. So that is reflected right here. So if you ever want to get to this, it's this operator screen. And I'll always have this set up for the ProPresenter operator, but this is a representation of what people will see online, what people will see on the front projectors, and what people will see on the rear projector. I did this because sometimes the band benefits from seeing different things than just what the congregation sings. For instance, during a song, the people online need to see the current slide. The people in the pews need to see the current slide. But the band would really benefit from seeing the current slide and what it represents. That would be verse 1, and the next slide. And so then as you advance the slides, you'll see it's going to continually show us the next slide that's coming up, including information like, oh, the chorus is coming up or whatever. The other things that I've included on here are like the current time. This is the countdown clock for the intro video. So you'll see when I click this intro video. Let me go back and I'll do the whole thing. Like, so when you start the service from the very top, you know, you click on the announcements, you click on the video, and now you have this view of, all right, this is what everyone's seeing. Online, that's what they're seeing. In the front, that's what they're seeing. And on that rear screen, this is what the band is looking at. The main thing being we can see this 5-minute countdown clock running. Now, this is really important now that if you see a slide with this little icon, I don't know what that icon is, but it's that guy, not the little face. It looks like an ice cream cone. If you see that icon, it is really important that you don't skip that slide because that tells the screens what to show. Now, here's a great example. So during songs, you can see over here, like the band is seeing, this is called a confidence monitor. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The band is seeing the confidence monitor and everyone else is basically just seeing the lyrics that they need to see. But the pastors, they don't necessarily want to see the same information the band sees. So down here, right before the opening acclamation, there's our little ice cream cone. I went ahead and built in a redundancy in case you forget the blank slide. I've also built in a redundancy right here. But there you want to make sure you hit that, and suddenly the rear screen now matches the front screen. And so now, this is more what the pastors want to see, or the lay readers want to see when they're like reading scriptures or something. So the pastor continues on to do the collect of purity. But then the next thing is a worship song. And so again, I'm going to have that icon planted in that first blank slide. You hit that and boom, there it goes. So now we're back to the confidence monitor. So the main takeaway, you don't really need to know how it works, but the main takeaway is that if you see the ice cream cone thing, that you hit that slide. The other thing I want to implement, and this one, so I'm going to start including a header for when the worship set starts, because I can bury a little timer in there. And all you have to do is hit trigger. So basically, as soon as I start welcoming people, that's the beginning of the worship set. So as soon as the Collect for Purity is done at the beginning of the service and I'm welcoming people and inviting them to worship, you're going to hit trigger. And that is going to start this little clock. And that just tells me that the worship set has started and that I need to be conscious of how long I'm taking to welcome people and to do the worship set. That's all you need to do. You don't need to stop that thing. It can just run forever, and we'll reset it each week because it's only going to be used during the worship set. So you're going to start seeing this worship set bar coming up. But that is the new stage. It's a stage action. So for anyone who's building slides, the important distinction you need to know is that whenever you're doing something for the band, like songs, you're going to right click, you're going to add action, and you're going to go to stage. Now I've already done that, so let me find a blank one here. So add action, stage, and then you're going to have the option. You want to go to the rear monitor, which is that rear screen, and choose confidence monitor. Okay? If you're doing something for like the pastors, like the Collect to Purity, any readings, basically anything other than songs, you do the same process. You right click, add action, stage, but on the rear monitor, instead of confidence monitor, you're going to do front fill. And that just tells the rear screen to match the front screen for things for the pastors. And like I said, one more quick example. You come down here, this is a song, and you can see it switches back over to the confidence monitor. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. But the main takeaway being, if you see that little ice cream cone icon, make sure to click it. Thanks.